fun. I feel like everybody was really nice, and I thought it would be like a little bit awkward and I wouldn't know what to say, but yeah, the conversations just kind of flowed, and I thought that I might have to use a lot of the prompts or the questions. I didn't end up like using a lot of them, but it was nice just to have them just in case. But yeah, so it was good.
Same. First time. Everybody was so kind, super nice. I like the fact that everybody got to move around a little bit, and it was good to have like if you felt nervous and you needed a question, to have like the question there.
Yeah, just as a backup, just in case.
Just in case you couldn't come up with anything on your own.
Did you find that people had similar intentions that you were talking to?
I didn't really ask people about their relationship
Okay.
goals at all. Maybe I should have. But we were just kind of like, just learning about folks in general, about what their interests were and all that kind of stuff. But didn't really talk too much about relationship stuff. I mean, for me, like, I am kind of interested in a slow burn, I guess you can say.
Okay,
just like getting to know someone, friendship, which becomes more type of thing.
Right.
I did have somebody who asked me, like, what are you looking for? Like, really straightforward.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, shoot, how do I answer this? I should know the answer to this question. But, after sitting there thinking about the answer, I was able to say, like what I was like looking for. We are here to be intentional. So I think you have to be prepared to answer like a hard question like that. But for me, like, I'm kind of like what she's saying, I wanted to experience it for the first time and like see what it was like and like see if there was a vibe or not a vibe. Not really had any high expectations at all. I think it's definitely a good way to meet people, especially queer people.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to meet queer people and build community. And I know we're like quote unquote like dating, but I mean, I don't see what you couldn't be like if you really like vibe with that person, like as a friend or whatever. You can like say like, hey, like let's be friends or like let's hang out another time.
What would you say the experience felt like?
Definitely very relaxed. And I walked in and I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on, really. I was like a little bit like, all right, how's this going to go? But it was super relaxed. It was, it was nice. And I feel like the time went by really quickly. The conversations just kind of flowed and the whole event kind of flowed nicely.
What's the predominant emotion that you're feeling after attending?
I guess I would say optimistic.
Cool.
I've been wanting to like get out more and that kind of thing, and I've been a little bit like worried about it, stressed about it. Like, can I even hold a conversation with people these days? I feel like after 2020, it's like
Yeah, no kidding.
But it was great. It was fun, and everyone was really nice, and all the conversations were just flowed and were enjoyable.
So it's way easier than people think. They just got to put themselves out there.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
I agree. I would say it's like you're kind of like making an effort, put yourself in a vulnerable position, and everybody else acknowledge that everybody else is in the same boat as you are. Yeah. So that's kind of nice. There's a beauty in that.
Is it safe to say that Luvvly is better than the dating apps?
Just the whole concept of swiping on people just feels like kind of like throwing people away. Like you can never really truly get to know someone from like a first glance, like you have to have like a real conversation with people.
Yeah.
And so I don't do the apps.
It's like window shopping for people. It's weird.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, people deserve more than that,
Anything that you want to tell people who are on the fence about trying Luvvly or just speed dating in general and just getting themselves out there?
I guess I would say, just be yourself. I think that we have this idea that like, oh, my little interests or my things are weird and nobody's going to relate. And a lot of the things that I'm like, oh, I have this weird interest or this thing that I'm into, people are like, that's cool, and so you might actually end up like connecting with people on some of these weird interests. So just like lean into the things that like make you unique.
I would just say like, it's a weekday. What else you got going on?
Yeah. Okay, and that's a great place to end it there.